Patricia Okoumou leaves court after being found guilty on 3 misdemeanor charges associated with her July 4th protest and climb of the Statue of Liberty. The sentencing date is set for March 5th.
Hi, good afternoon. I'm Ron. This is my associate, Reino, our advisor, Michael Abinati, who you know from a number of other venues, and of course Patricia Okoumou, who is the defendant today. We are not surprised that Ms. Okoumou was convicted of charges.
I'll just be brief. To me, this trial and the result confirms what we've always known, that we live under a legal system that not only puts children in cages, but punishes the people who stand up to try to speak truth to that power.
That's right.
I know I, for one, have never anticipated that the result of what goes on in this building or anyone like it will be justice or fairness or progress. Those things are won by movements, and they're won by organizers, and they're won by the day in, day out fight to make this country actually inclusive, actually diverse, actually fair, actually just. So, like Mr. Kubi said, we're not surprised. We will always stand by Patricia and what she did, and so I'll leave it to her to speak for you.
Return the children!
Return the children! Return the children!
I just want to say thank you for my friends and supporters, the people who have rallied for my freedom in solidarity with the children. We stand on the right side of history. I am not a bit discouraged today. Our laws sometimes lack morality, and this is a perfect example of that. Children are in cages. There is no debating about it, folks. We are spending holidays with our own family, cuddling, being all comfortable and happy, while migrant children who simply came to this country like our ancestors did to seek happiness, freedom, and liberation for the South, instead of welcoming them like Lady Liberty symbolizes, instead of treating them with kindness, what we show them is cages. So if I go in the cage with them, I am on the right side of history. I do not regret my action on the 4th of July. The world got to see the ugly side of our history. It's up to us to stand up, as I did on the 4th of July, to do right by our history, because our children are watching, our children are listening, and the world is laughing at us. Enough of that embarrassment. This administration, shame on you. Amen. And please, we're here to demand that you cease separating families at the border, that you cease calling asylum seekers criminals, because we know from the bottom of our heart, from the U.S. law, these aren't criminals. These are people rightfully seeking status, just like our ancestors did. And I'm going to leave it at that. So I thank you for coming here and covering this story. I am really, really happy with the outcome, because we are still talking about the children in these concentration camps. Thank you for those who are at home in solidarity with us in spirit. I love you very much, and I don't know what else to say, but to be proud. Thank you.
Today was not surprising in light of the letter of the law, but sometimes you have to stand on principle. And I am proud to call Patricia my client, and I am proud to call her a patriot and someone who stood on principle, who stood on the idea that the Trump administration's draconian policies of separating children from parents, stripping children from mothers, has no place in any civilized society on earth, let alone on American soil. Again, the result today was not surprising, but sometimes you have to stand on principle, and history will be incredibly kind to Patricia. Thank you.
Return the children!
Return the children!
What else was this country founded on if it were not for protest? The Boston Tea Party was a protest. How does this country reward its heroes and its heroes? By locking them up, by assassinating them. This woman should be celebrated and not prosecuted. More people need to stand up and do what's right. How is it that Donald Trump's judges can let his people go free and overturn the acts that he opposes, but liberal judges don't do a goddamn thing for us?
That's right.
Liberal judges and these progressive judges are not helping us. That judge agreed with us today, but he wants to stick to the color of the law. When are people going to stick by colored people? When are they going to stick by colored immigrants? When are they going to free these children? She sparked a conversation that the nation needed to have. Who's going to carry the torch? Who's going to continue to fight this fight? Or are you going to sit back and let Donald Trump and his minions, like those prosecutors upstairs, keep stripping us of our rights and stripping us of our country? It's the government versus Patricia. It wasn't the people. If it was the people, she would be set free. And I say all power to the people.
Power to the people.
My name is Hulk Newsom. I'm the founder of Black Lives Matter New York, and this is some bullshit.
Right. Return the children.
The lie of the law.
Not only on March 5th, but in light of these charges, it's possible that you could face jail time. Is that right?
I have not been thinking about this proceeding. I have not been thinking about jail time. I have been thinking about the children in cages. My concern right now, and my major concern, is that these children will likely be in cages from Christmas. So unfortunately, the plight of the children is humongous. The atrocity is outrageous. And I haven't been able to sleep at night for that matter.
One last thing. Is there anything that you would, if anything you would like to say to the lawmakers of the Trump administration? Any final words on that?
What we need in this country, as it has been demonstrated time after time, is a new law. The law that is not based on Jim Crow, slavery, and white supremacy. We know the obvious, but at some point humanity has to prevail. And it's people like me, people at the border, people in Congress who are talking about the children, eventually will make that reality a possibility. So thank you for standing with us. We are on the right side of the issue, and there's no regretting about it.